Hey there, people. This is part three of how you can turn fear of rejection into a full blown commitment. And this is part three. In this part, we are going to develop the action plan that you need to have and start practicing from today based upon the lessons that we got from your subconscious mind. Now, if you're new to this video, I want you to go back and watch part one and part two. In part one, I help you identify the point of origin for your fear of rejection. In part two, we completely heal it. And in part three, we are going to work with what your subconscious mind told you in part two. Now, let's get started and understand the relevance of the lessons that you have got from your subconscious mind. Now, to understand that, we need to first of all understand rejection is a teacher. So, what does that mean? Every rejection is feedback from your subconscious mind. Here is the part of you still waiting for your own love. And how is that? Reflect on your lessons from hypnosis. From our last video, the lessons that you got from your subconscious mind, I want you to reflect on those lessons. And as you reflect on those lessons, here is something I want you to ask yourself. Do you think if you practice these lessons, you will never be rejected? What do you feel? What are those lessons? Do you feel if you keep practicing these lessons, or if you did practice these lessons into your life, would you ever face fear of rejection? And I know the answer to that. Of course, you are thinking, if I would have been practicing these lessons into my life, I would have never felt rejected or got rejected from anyone, because your subconscious mind is giving you the lessons that you need to acknowledge, and these lessons are very authentic. Now, the second question I want you to ask your subconscious mind: do these lessons from childhood memories serve your current relationship situation? So I want you to observe the lessons that you got from your childhood memory. Now understand these. The lesson that you have got is from a memory from your childhood, but somehow they will also serve you in your current relationship dynamic. How does that happen? This is because these are the lessons that you never learned as a child. And as a result of that, you keep attracting those situations into your life where you keep getting rejected. So now you have the lessons. This is the most important part. Now you have an action plan. Now, how can you develop a strategy out of this action plan? We need to focus on the integration formula. Now, what is this formula? And I want you to understand, awareness is only half the job. Now you are aware of the lessons, but this is only half the job. For true transformation to happen, awareness needs to be added with action. Only once you add awareness with action will you finally get the real transformation. So we are going to focus on actions now. You must live the lessons, not just understand it. Because if you observe, just by acknowledging those lessons, that fear was gone and you have experienced that. So that means the fear is gone. But in order for that fear to be gone forever, you need to make sure that you practice those lessons, and we can make an action plan or a strategy out of those lessons. We are going to convert those lessons into actionable items. It is really important, because if you observe, each and every lesson that you have got triggers a particular neurological state. And if you observe, that neurological state will also attract similar experiences into your life. So I want you to reflect on the three lessons that you got and observe what is the neurological state behind those lessons. And you're going to observe that the neurological state behind each and every lesson will ensure that you never ever attract rejection into your life. So that means we need to put these lessons into actionable items. Now, the way I tend to incorporate these lessons into actionable item is we need to embody them into daily practice. So we need to develop certain activities or practices that will trigger the neurological state that your subconscious mind is talking about. And how can we do that? Let me give you certain examples, and these examples will help you to convert them into actionable practices or activities that you can do on a daily basis. Now, these daily embodiment ideas. Are, if your lesson is, I am safe alone, if it is something along those lines, have coffee solo, or take a mindful walk. Now, if you see, if you do that, you will trigger the neurological state of you are safe alone. And if you do that, you will attract more of that into your life. So this means we can convert this one lesson into an actionable item that we can practice on a daily basis. If your lesson is my voice matters, you can journal or voice note your truth daily, or you can go out and talk to your friends and express yourself in a meaningful way, and that will trigger the same neurological state. And we want to build familiarity with that neurological state. And if we can become familiar with that neurological state, that is what we will keep attracting in all our relationships. Then, if your lesson is love feels calm, start your day in silence before checking your phone. I'm just giving you ideas. You don't really have to do exactly what I'm saying. Just find some activities that can convert these lessons into actionable items. The outcome that we are trying to focus on is to trigger the same neurological state that each of the lesson is trying to trigger inside of you. And the reason we are trying to do that on a daily basis is any neurological state that your subconscious mind can feel for a prolonged period of time, it will get familiar with that. And if it gets familiar with any kind of neurological state, it will keep attracting those kind of people and experiences into your reality. And that will build up emotional immunity to fear of rejection. How does that happen? The more you repeat safe experiences, the more your brain rewires. Fear loses power because your body learns safety is normal. So, by doing these actionable items, this is what we're trying to achieve. When you stop fearing rejection, you stop attracting it. And how do you stop it? By acknowledging the lessons and making sure that you can convert those lessons into actionable items or actionable practices. Now, at the end, let's do some reflection so that you have a more comprehensive understanding of what just happened and how you have overcome this fear of rejection. What did my fear try to teach me? Ask yourself, what did your fear try to teach you? Then ask yourself, what daily action helps me embody that lesson? So that is what we are trying to achieve over here. Now you have a clear strategy, and I can promise you, if you keep practicing what we have learned in this training program, you will be able to attract the relationship that you truly desire, and you will find the commitment that you are looking for. And that is a promise, because you always attract what you feel inside. Now, for those of you who found this training to be really helpful and would like to work with me in my 15 days instant healing program, because in my 15 days instant healing program, I go into a lot of detail about advanced healing techniques with instant healing hypnosis. So I help you remove your father wound, your mother wound. That completely changes your attachment style, and it completely heals your relationship pattern. But as a bonus, I also teach you instant healing hypnosis, because I want you to learn these practices so that you can get inside your subconscious mind and remove any kind of trauma or negative neurological state or any kind of blockage in less than 2 to 3 minutes. I give you a roadmap so that you can get inside your subconscious mind and remove all the blockages. Because if you can get inside your subconscious mind and remove anything in less than 2 to 3 minutes, why stop there? Let's go ahead and remove all the blockages. And as a bonus, I also teach you conversational hypnosis, the art of having a casual conversation with anyone and making them attracted to you in less than a minute of conversation. And this comes in really handy to sustain a long-term relationship, because communication is the key to having a good relationship. So once you master both of these, in my 15 days instant healing program, you will become irresistible to healthy, long-term, sustainable relationship. I'll leave a link in the description. All you have to do is you have to sign up for a free mini therapy session with me. Now, in this session, I will analyze your subconscious mind map, your subconscious attachment style. And if I feel, I can promise you the results. And only if I feel, I can promise you the result, because my program comes with a money back guarantee. I will allow you to enroll into my program. However, if I feel like I cannot promise you the results, I might not allow you to enroll into my program, because I do not want to waste your time or money. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I want you to leave a lovely comment about your transformation, how this training program has helped you out. And I want you to share this with people who are going through a lot of pain in their relationship, so that this video can also help them out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep healing. Bye bye.